What's up, guys? They're here. Yep, this is a TNA review from last night. A lot of people are saying that the show sucked, that they hyped it up and they couldn't. Basically, they wrote a check that they couldn't, cash. Which kind of they did, but I still think it was good. A good show. It started off with Eric Bischoff and Immortal in the ring. Basically, addressing what happened last week at the end of the show, where Rick Steiner, or no, not Rick Steiner. Sorry, Scott Steiner, returned, and basically attacked all of Immortal, and they got out of the ring real quick because he had a lead pipe, and because he's a pretty good wrestler, I guess. I shouldn't say I guess, I mean he is, but whatever. Eric Bischoff talks about Steiner saying, they aren't coming, and he kind of mentions Nash, Sting, and Booker T. I guess they were kind of hyping they up as it was going to be the main event Mafia, Nash, Sting, and Booker T. Obviously, it's not Nash and Booker T because they went to the WWE because they were on at Royal Rumble. So you're kind of screwed there. And I don't know about Sting. I looked on the website and Sting is still on their website as of I think yesterday. So I don't know about that. It still makes me kind of question if he's going to WWE or not, or I don't know. But and you can tell the show they kind of they scrambled to get it done to fix it, since it's not going to be the main event Mafia. So you could tell it was kind of a not so good quality show, but whatever. Steiner comes out. And as I said, they mentioned Nash, Sting, and Booker T. And he mentions, he's like, he tries to get. He basically says, you have one of two options. Eric says this to Steiner. You can either join Immortal and be powerful and everything, or. And this is kind of where he mentions Nash. He says you can dye your hair black and go somewhere else. I forgot exactly what he said, but it was along those lines because, as you know, he dyed his hair and he went back to WWE as Diesel. And he said something about Booker T. I forgot what he said, but anyway. He tries to get Steiner to join Immortal. Steiner says Eric is a piece of shit, which I think everyone agrees he is. And Steiner says, you should be referring to me as sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Which he should, Then Crimson comes out with Angle. Angle assures Eric that they are indeed here, and it's real. It's damn real. Both Steiner and Angle say it's damn real, as everyone knows. Angle always says it's true, it's damn true. So it's real, it's damn real. Anyway, first match I'm going to talk about is Inc. versus Gunner and Murphy. Now, I think it's kind of fucked up that they just threw Gunner and Murphy together and made them a tag team officially now. I don't know. I mean, nothing against them. I think they're individually they are wrestlers. You know, if you look on Wikipedia, they are wrestlers. They just happen to be security in the TNA. And they're, I think they're pretty good. You know, they're athletic, everything. They're big. I just don't know that they're right to just throw in as a tag team and then throw them in the ring. I don't know. But anyway, it was, as I said, Inc. versus Gunner and Murphy. I was happy because I haven't seen Inc. in the TNA in a while. I don't know why they had a little bit of a pause there for them. It was a pretty good match. Inc. was the winners. I'm not gonna really go into the match because there was no really oh my god moment. Sorry about that. I had money in my hat and I lost it. It's probably in my bed somewhere. Yeah, I put money in my hat last night. And I fell asleep in my hat. Kind of passed out. But anyway. The next match was supposed to be Bully Ray and Pope versus Devon Ed, Samoa Joe, because all of them have kind of a kind of history. Bully Ray and Devon, obviously, and Pope and Samoa Joe. Joe and Pope end up going backstage somewhere. You never find out what happened with that. I don't know. But Bubba Ray and Devon, I'm gonna call him Bubba Ray still. I don't care. Shut up. Fight outside with till security breaks them up because the match never starts. Let's just start with that. It never really starts. Then Bubba Ray spits and throws water on Devon's sons, his two sons, who are in the front row. I don't. It's kind of stupid. I don't know. Anyway, so that was the end of that. The next one was the second X Division qualifying round triple threat match. Last week they had the same match, but it was Max, Buck, Amazing Red, and Chris Sabin. This week it was Jay Lethal versus Jeremy Buck versus Douglas Williams, which right there, not really any guys that really wow me, except maybe Jay Lethal. You know, they didn't have Alex Shelley or anything like that. I was like, come on, really? As I said, it was not as exciting as last week. Max Buck was at the announce table, and you know, he was talking shit, saying, you know, I'm better than Jeremy, he knows it, blah blah blah, that there's an understanding there, and blah. I want to see if that kind of turns into something where they kind of fight. I don't know. But the winner was Jeremy with a distraction from Max, obviously. And has anyone else noticed, I'm going on to the next match, but has anyone else noticed that Mickie James is kind of hotter in TNA? I don't know. To me, she's a lot hotter in TNA than she was in WWE. I don't know. Maybe it's just the whole southern kind of cowgirl kind of, you know, attire that she wears to the ring that's so much hotter than, you know, the typical diva costume or ring attire, whatever. I don't know. But her match was a taped fist match versus Sarita. And the winner is the one who knocks out their opponent. Winner was Mickie James. This wasn't really an exciting match to me. There wasn't really any, like, fighting, you know. It was more wrestling and stuff, which was good, but, you know, a taped fist match, you think, okay, it's going to be like a street fight. Not really. Anyway, but after the match, Madison Rain sneaks in and hits Mickey James from behind. And again, this is a shorter video, so sorry about that. TNA Heavyweight Title match. No interference from Immortal, Jeff Hardy promised. It was Mr. Anderson versus Jeff Hardy for the title. Hardy attacks Anderson during his entrance. So, you know, you kind of get to, is Immortal going to come out? I don't know. Hardy and Anderson fight outside the ring before the match even starts. It was a great match. I admit that, you know. There was no interference from Immortal until a while into the match. The ref gets knocked out. Then comes down Immortal, and you know they start beating up on. Well, first Immortal comes out without Fortune. You don't really realize it. You just think it's typical. You know, some people come out and then the other guys come out, whatever, to back them up. They start beating up on Anderson. And then Fortune comes out, so it's like, okay, everyone's here. Hardy gets Anderson out or up and holds him, getting ready for AJ to hit him. AJ starts, and picture each member of Fortune next to a member of Immortal. So it's kind of a clue there. Anyway, AJ starts to go back for a punch and goes into it and stops, and then gives the Fortune, which he should have kind of acted it out more, you know, instead of just going like, it's too quick to me. And you know, you could tell from the announce position that you could tell it was a show that they kind of threw together during the week after WrestleMania or whatever. It wasn't really thought out well. You could tell that just from the announce position. They were like, oh my god, do you see what's happening? Yay, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't like, you know, a JR classic when JR could sell anything. And I know I'm going over to the WWE, but, you know, JR could sell anything with his, oh my god, do you see this? Oh my god, does he do? You know, he really got into it. I don't think Taz and I forgot the other guy's name right now. Oh my god. But I don't think they do it as well. But whatever. But yeah. Oh my god, Fortune turned on Immortal. This kind of surprised me too. I admit, it surprised me. And I'm glad they did it, because it kind of starts to kill Immortal from the inside. And because, you know, I heard this on YouTube, and it's so true that, you know, AJ Styles is a face. He's not a heel. He cannot be a heel. When he's a heel, people still cheer for him. They still are, like, they love him, you know? So, okay, just make him a face so they can cheer him even more. You know what I mean? It's logic. I'm not sure too much about Kaz and Beer Money. They're more along the lines of heels, I would say, or neutral. But we'll see how that goes. I said the same thing about Jeff Hardy being more of a face than a heel, but I mean, he's turned out to be a pretty good heel, along with Matt. So it's basically Fortune, AJ Styles, Kaz, and Beer Money with Crimson, Steiner, and Crimson, Steiner, and Angle. So I think I have that right. 5, 6, 7, 7. Beer Money, AJ, Kaz, Crimson, Steiner, or 6 or 7, I don't know. And then against Immortal, who's left is like Eric Bischoff, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, the big guy, I forgot his name right now. But you guys know. So it's kind of, they're not as big, but you know, we'll see how it goes from there. I kind of want to see how they fight Immortal. But we'll see if they do a better show next week. I hope they do. So, alright guys, see ya.